Hello, I'm Theodore Parker, and this is the Sideshow. And this is Friday, February 11th, 2022. Still talking about use of the mask, safety for yourself and others. The weather here is kind of mild. Over the night it did dip below freezing, but presently it's at 42 degrees. And promises to go up to 60 degrees today with sunshine. If you haven't noticed, we're having earlier sunrises and later sunsets. So the days are already getting longer. Close to springtime. I was listening to commentary. Hopefully we'll get through this in one setting today, being Friday, get ready for the weekend, Super Bowl, etc., etc. Anyway, listen to an interview, and I think it's Flashpoint, and I can't remember ever seeing the guy that does the interview, but I've seen various people on there. In this particular episode, Mickey Free was on. He's a former band member of Shalimar. And he was talking about some things that happened with Prince and Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy and things of that nature. But anyway, it got around to name changes because Mickey Free is a combination of Apache, Comanche, Cherokee, and Mulatto. So it got into how organizations have been changing their names. Redskins changed theirs to Commanders. So he said, from his perspective, you know, it's kind of a situation where should you be powered by what you see, you know, your race or your depiction being used, or should you be upset? So at this point, the person doing the interview says, yeah, like Abraham Lincoln bullets. And that kind of like really struck me. Abraham Lincoln bullets, you know, used to say that's heavy, you know, profound, you know. But anyway, I just thought that I would pass that on with you. Today, Black History Moment is related to Daniel Chappie James was born on February 11th, Tuesday. He went on to become the highest ranking black officer in the military at a 4-star general rank. He also prepared the Tuskegee Airmen during World War II. 4-star General Daniel Chappie James, born today, February 11th. Canada's just getting over this thing about truckers blocking the roads and blocking the highways and disrupting everything, and now turn right back around, and it seems that they're headed to do the same thing for the Super Bowl. And it seems like they were just in the news for complaining about not having enough truck drivers and how the supply chains couldn't keep up. Now they got enough trucks, semi-tractor trailers, etc., to block the activities that are going on and planned for Super Bowl weekend. News. Russia is amassing more troops near Ukraine. It seems that there's a commercial satellite company that has been able to discern that is happening. So, we're standing by to stand by, to coin a phrase. Next, Biden has split frozen Afghan funds for 9/11 victims and relief. Excuse me. President Biden is expected to issue an order to move $7 billion of the Afghan central bank's assets frozen in the U.S. banking system to fund humanitarian relief and compensate 9/11 victims. You know, I'm kind of like ashamed to say that with the stock market crashing to the tune of a couple of $100 billion between Facebook, and also PayPal was involved. They had a crash moment too. That 7 billion just seems like chump change. Numbers are just getting so big that it doesn't even phase the senses anymore when you talk about single-digit numbers. Anyway, 2 white men charged for allegedly shooting at black FedEx driver. You may have seen in the news about this FedEx truck that was abandoned in the woods. I think this might be an explanation as to what happened. It says D. Montario Gibson, 24, said he was making deliveries in Brookhaven, Mississippi on January 24th when he was chased by 2 white men in a pickup truck, none of whom fired multiple bullets at him. Gibson has asked the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation to take over the probe and for the men to face federal hate crime charges. The incident has drawn comparisons to the Ahmaud Arbery case. So 24 years old, getting chased down the street. Republicans who railed about Clinton emails are quiet on Trump's records. I think I stated that those 15 boxes had been returned. That's putting it kind of mildly. They had to go get them from Mar-a-Lago before Trump would surrender them. And then once they were open, come to find out, not only were they not supposed to be taken from the White House, but included in the boxes was President Obama's letter to his successor. So, never cease to amaze. Olympics. Right in the middle of the Olympics is going to be the Super Bowl. But U.S. snowboarding legend misses podium and final Olympic event. Shaun White did 3 final runs in the half-pipe final, 2 solid runs that probably would have won him gold in 2006 or 2010 or 2014 before crashing out early in his 3rd run. Shaun White is accredited or given credit for having introduced snowboarding to the Olympics, having it get accepted, sort of like on the order of Tony Hawk with skateboards. So I just so happened that I had the TV on the Olympics and on the right channels to see him do his pipe run. But at that particular event, like it says, the 3rd and final run, I saw the first one. And man, it's amazing. Amazing. So anyway, that's how that went. Friday, February 11th, 2022. Enjoy the weekend. That's it. Hashtag. Let it go. I didn't get that's it in there. You did? That's it is in there.